By calculating the sum of the area of the base and the lateral surface area, you can find the surface area of the square pyramid shown below. Write polynomial representations for b of x, the area of the base of the square pyramid, L of x, the lateral surface area of the square pyramid, and t of x, the total surface area of the square pyramid. Add the polynomial functions to show that t of x equals b of x plus L of x. Okay, so let's first just write the polynomial representations for b of x. So b of x is the area of the base, and it says it's a square pyramid. So we know that a square pyramid is just going to, or the square base will just be side times side, or length times width, since it's a rectangle, so, or sides squared. And so in this case, each side is 2x, as you can see here. And so it's just going to be 2x squared, making sure to put 2x in parentheses. So 2 squared is 4, and then we have x squared. So b of x will equal 4x squared. And then to find the lateral surface area, then that's L of x. So that's lateral surface area of a square pyramid, or just a pyramid in general, is 1/2 times the perimeter of the base times the slant height. And so we have 1/2, and then the perimeter of the base, well, the base is just, each side is 2x. So it's just going to be 2x times 4, or 2x plus 2x plus 2x plus 2x, 4 times. And then times the slant height, which it gives us there, is x plus 8. So now we can go ahead and simplify this. So just going in the parentheses first, then we have 2x times 4 is 8x, and then times x plus 8. And now, so 1/2 times 8 is 4, so that's 4x. And then times x plus 8, we can go ahead and distribute this. So 4x times x is 4x squared. And then 4x times 8 is 32x. And so we have our lateral area. And now we can go ahead and add these together to get our total area. So our total area, t of x, will equal b of x plus L of x, which in our case, b of x is 4x squared, and L of x is 4x squared plus 32x. So combining like terms, 4x squared plus 4x squared is 8x squared, and then we still have plus 32x. So there is our t of x equation for the total surface area. Okay, so now we can go ahead and use tables to find values for b of x, the area of the base, and then the lateral area, and then we can add those together to get t of x. And once we get those values, we can use finite differences to find an equation for t of x and compare it to what we already added on the previous slide. So plugging in values for b of x, we plug in 0, 4 times 0 squared is 0, 4 times 1 squared is 4, and so on. And then same scenario for L of x, so 4 times 0 squared plus 32 times 0 will just give us 0. 4 times 1 squared is 4 plus 32 times 1, that's just 4 plus 32 is 36, and so on. And then now for t of x, we can just add together the b of x and L of x values. So we get 0, 40, 96, and 164. Excuse me, 168. So now we can find the finite differences. So 168 minus 96, we get 72. 96 minus 40 is 56, and 40 minus 0 is 40. Then 72 minus 56 is 16, and 56 minus 40 is 16. So we see that our second differences are the same, so this is a quadratic function. And so let's pull up our notes from chapter 1. So we know that a plus b will equal the first difference between x equals 0 and x equals 1. So in this case, that will be 40. And then we know that 2a equals the second difference, which is 16. And so solving that, we can divide by 2 on each side. So a equals 8. And then c is the y-intercept. So here we see that c is 0, 0. So, or the y-intercept is 0, 0. So c will just equal 0. And then let's go ahead and solve the a plus b. So now we know a is 8 plus b equals 40. So subtracting 8 on each side, we get that b equals 32. So now we can just fill this into our equation for a quadratic ax squared plus bx plus c. We know then t of x will equal 8x squared plus 32x, and then c is just 0. And so let's check that with our previous slide and just see if that is the same. And it is. We do see here that it is again 8x squared plus 32x. So let's go ahead and summarize our answers now that we've verified that those are the same. b of x equals 4x squared, L of x equals 4x squared plus 32x, and t of x equals 8x squared plus 32x.